vacation, and so I'm just sitting out here in the smoking area and wanted to let everybody know I'm online. Waiting for everybody to time in. Y'all must be pretty busy tonight. Saturday night, where is everybody at? Well, you can see my blue eyes really good on this camera. It's going dim and coming back up again. So, but anyway, I've played some games and I trimmed my mustache and everything. And want to dye my hair black, so that's going to be cool when I get that done. And this all here will be black, and it matches this, and this up here, and this up here. Get this all dyed black so it look better. Cut all this with the clippers, shave a little bit. Not like I'm going to get lucky, but still, I want to look good. Monday, I'm going to get a shower from an attendant. They're going to help me get in the tub so that I can shower up and help me get dressed. Probably have to take a nap afterwards, but at least it'll be done by bedtime. I'm not going to show anything of what address or anything about any vehicles or anybody else around here because I don't have that permission to do that. But I thought I might go ahead and check in and see if there's anybody that wants to come live and talk, or at least check in. Just got some nice plants out front. Maybe I can show you tomorrow or the next day, or sometimes this coming week or next weekend. Probably go for a walk into the neighborhood. Probably show some neighborhood things, some peaceful places, and there's a new church over here, so I might actually take you to the new church and show you the new church. Also, there's some things to show. We're probably going to get some rain tomorrow, so I'll probably go online when it rains, because it's always nice looking when it rains. Sure does look like I've had a stroke. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Sure looks like it. This side is drooping. That's weird. But anyway, if I did, I did. I've been through a lot of stress in the last few days. Kind of lost my temper. First time, I think, since I started YouTube. And I almost cried because of losing my temper, because I don't like to lose a temper. I'd rather be 90% nice and 10%, depressed than to be 90% pissed off and 10% happy. But I just wanted to check in with y'all and let you know that I'm doing better. I'm working through things. It comes around. God's giving me the chance to at least come downstairs, because I live upstairs, and He's giving me the chance to come downstairs and mingle and get out and go walking. And the wind is blowing tonight. It's feeling really good. So thought I'd check in with everybody. I see there's nobody coming in yet, so I'll go ahead and cut this video short. If there's one thing I've learned that you can take from this video, is just that no matter what you have in your mind about what it's going to be like tomorrow, it'll never be what you're thinking. So be prepared for the worst. So if something positive happens, it'd be more exciting to have that happen than anything worse than that or anything better than that. So you'll always be prepared with yourself that way. Another thing is that physical violence does not fix any issue. And from the shootings that we've had in schools on up to people physically wanting to get in fights, it's never shown that it really helps. It never shows that they're better than us or better than the next person. When you get angry, you've got to vocally talk about it. You've got to explain yourself. If the person doesn't get it, then that's the time to walk away, not to stay in the situation and keep, knocking on the same door that the door people don't answer. You've got to know, when to fold them and when to hold them. I mean, it just comes down to something simplified. As far as my mental well-being, I'm doing pretty good there. I'm level-headed, and I threw the trash can away, but there's cans over here in the can thing. I emptied this trash bucket over here, so I'll be getting that side over here with that stinky thing. Let the damn cigarette ashes get all of that smell out. And but it's probably about what 10:30, 10. So maybe I'll walk out here a little bit and I'll show you the place around here. It looks kind of nice. I'm probably going to go in the dark as I don't have the flashlight or a light to light me up. But let me go over here to the actual light above me, and that might help you get some more light as I walk down the driveway. Yes, I get more light out here. It seems to be a really nice area. As I pan around, you can see behind me, this is across the street from me. Just over here is some housings over here and beautiful places to stay, and there's also some nice places there. As you see, on our streets in our town, in our city, it's 25 miles an hour. Some places 30. But this is the sign up here. If you see it right there, if you scroll in or are able to see it, it's Hardy Street, or Hardy Drive actually. So these are some hardy people, I tell you what. We go through quite a bit in this neighborhood, at least it seems like. At least in front of the house, it's a lot of drama. And I've put up with a lot of stress today. So I just wanted to be able to check in and let everybody know that life isn't so easy on the flip side of the coin, but it's easier than being around somebody with a butcher knife chasing you around the house. Mental illness is no joke. It's very serious. It takes a lot of patience and a lot of time. And you can't lose your temper. You have to have a lot of special understanding, and you have to have a lot of patience, because people won't get it. There's people that have mental illness and they keep doing the same thing over and over because it's a cycle, and they never get off that cycle. It's like a gerbil on a thing. Just a gerbil goes round, 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 and round. This is what these people do. They go round and round and round and round and do the same thing over and over and over. So, just letting you know that this is just the way it is. That's the area in which I sit, over here in this lit area. Very nice garage, spacious. It's a big house, by the way. It's 2-story. And down this street, I haven't made it down this street yet because I want to go and observe both sides of the street to check out their plants, their yards, and how their landscapes are. So that's going to be interesting. We have people up here on this other side of the street where they ride back and forth, and there's a lot of faster cars that run in and out here. There's a daycare center over that way, and there's a church down on the other corner right here. When you take a right here, you go down this street, and right at the end of it, right over there, across the street, is the church. There's that church, and then there's a church over behind that, down the street on the right. And then behind that is a nursing home, which I had been in for 3 months before going into another place. These basically right here are generators, which Austin hadn't learned to put them above ground because of flooding. So at one time or another, they'll have to learn that and how to, install an upgrade when they figure out that there's flooding. Otherwise, everybody's on like a lower end, and they still have that, but there's nowhere for the water to run except here in the street. So there's no preventative for anything that would help out a flood here if a flood happened. There's some cool things to show. I'm not able to actually show everything because it is late at night, but if I can, I'll make some preparations to show you more, and hopefully be able to give you more of an idea about the things in that are positive to show here. It's going to take time for me to fight through the negative to find the positive, and I think a lot of people who are going through negative or going through hard time can actually understand and actually sit there and say, okay, I know that I'm in this situation now, but one day I won't have to be. One day, I'll get it together, or I'll organize my thoughts it'll work out. It can't happen in one day. If it happened in one day, we would all be happy and we would never be negative or depressed. But this is life. Life sometimes doesn't throw you a positive ball full of cash and tells you you're saved and you can go to heaven, you're positively okay, and you'll never have to put up with stress again, because that's just a lie. Now, to prepare yourself in life, here's one thing you can do. Love the people you avoid. Love those who cannot love themselves because they have no understanding of love, because God hasn't touched their heart. Sometimes it takes a person with love to show the person that no love who God is and what love is and how to get love. People who have been brought to Jesus and turned back and went back, that's the ones who have gotten lost. Lost in it. Somebody stepped away from them. Something stepped away from them. They went into darkness. They got lost. And everybody else wants to push them back to the side. We don't want it. We don't want to help you. We don't want to. You've got to face reality. We all have problems. But I put my shoe on the same way you do. Now you might ask me, well, why are you talking about that? Because it affects everyone when you drop the ball to that friend that needs a friend. Or that person that is going through the mental crisis and they're your next door neighbor and they're making noise, or they cuss, or they are talking to voices and they hear to be understanding. Ask God to lead you to the information that you need to pass on. God uses you as a vessel to pass on things that get you where you need to go next. People don't cross over into your life without a reason. You see somebody walking down the street and never seen them before, they're looking for deliverance. They're looking for a friend to deliver them to the next spot in the light of God, of love, right? We all want to be loved. But how are we supposed to get there if we can't see it? Love. Love each other as I love you. That's what God and Jesus said. Love thy neighbor as you will thyself. Just wanted to let you know that. Just wanted to let you know that. Love, guys. Everybody, women, children, love. Love. It's a free thing. People give it every day. Give it, give. I give until it hurts. I give until I get mad. And then I cry because I got mad and I love some more. Talk to that dog with that one that is walking that dog down the street. Hi. Nice dog. It don't matter what she thinks, because my love shined when I said hi. Nice dog. Or that person that walks out to get their mail. Hi. Hope you're having a good day. Smile. It's not often you can do that. Love. If you don't start now, you won't get it later. And you don't necessarily have to love yourself. God loves you. That's covered. But everybody else needs your love. Because if we chain up hand by hand in America with love, we can beat any and everything in the world. Any problems that comes along, love can fix it all. Because if we stand side by side, love can break a war, love can put people together, and love can make understanding more understandable. When all you do is have love for thy neighbor and love for thyself, as well as thy mother and father. It's only 10 simple rules. But commandments, it's simple. It's not a dictionary. It's not an encyclopedia. Love. It's the one thing that Jesus was made of, is love. There are situations where Jesus went and he wiped his feet and said, "That's it, I'm turning my head." Because God the Father said, "Turn thy head, wipe your feet," and never come back to that. That's grown. But as a lover, as thy love thy neighbor, you can break that silence. You can break that hate. And you can break the world's wars through love. That's something you can't find on a gun. You can't find it in the bed. You can't find it by yourself in the bathroom. You can't shower it on. Love comes from right here. Comes right here. See, love is a free thing. Don't cost 99 cents, not $1.99, and not $10.99. It costs nothing. Free love, free time for free love. It don't take too much time to love another, to be a friend, or to spread love. It don't cost a dime. So this time, I want to ask exactly, why is it that love comes with conditions? Why is your values above love? Why is it that your goals don't include love? My friends, I just want you to think and spread it to others. Without love, we are nothing. And if we don't start getting the rest of the love out there going, then we don't start connecting this love, pretty soon love ain't going to matter. And we're not going to get what was promised to us. See, the promise to us was the golden gates of heaven. What was promised to us was there would be hardly any sickness, and there wouldn't be any deaths, and there wouldn't be any harm and hurts. Love takes you to the light of heaven. And as long as you're following the light, you will not get lost. However, you stop love, you lose your light. You lose your light, you get lost, you are lost. And then you need somebody to love you again, to find you to the light, bring you back, to get back on track. It doesn't mean that a bunch of people that love can run over to you and say, "You're not loved, so you got to go away." Love doesn't mean if you're a bad person, we got to lock you up somewhere because you don't understand love. That's not how it's supposed to be. Love is between the neighbors. Love is between the person you pass up with your eyes. Love is what you see when you walk down the street. It doesn't matter. We're all love. We were made from love. We die with love. We look for love all our lives, but we never give it. Who is in a relationship right now that at one time in their relationship they go, "Ooh, there's no love right now for me. That man or that woman has pissed me off so bad I want to puke." That's the evil and the loss and the darkness. That's where you go. You waste our energy filling the world with your confusions, with having values that puts others in institutions, in prisons, in group homes, in places where they don't care about you. As long as you hide them away from us. Keep them from living around us. Hide them from the rest of us. Because we're better than them. They don't know. They're too sad all the time. They're talking to people all the time. They don't know what love is. But they pray to God. Like you pray to God. And they have love for one another. Enough to stay in a building all the time around each other. Yes, they get in arguments. But at least they know what love is. How many people live in apartments? And in your apartment complex, how many people do you think you get along with? And how many of them do you think you have love for? Love. It's free. And if you don't wake up and you don't start sharing love and you don't make sure that every neighbor and every person you see has felt your love, one person at a time can make a billion love people a richer place to live. A loving richness. Not what you got in your wallet, but what you got in your heart. A billion hearts full of love for one another makes it a billion times stronger. That's right. America can join together in trillions and trillions of people full of love. And when we all pray at once, guess what? God hears us. God leads us. God puts us where we need to go. Through love. We're going into the Saturday night into Sunday morning. I want you to understand what love does. Where love comes from. How to put it into engaging. I want you to know, brothers and sisters, we are not alone. Do you remember Bug's Life? The little ant gave it to the smaller ant and said, this rock represents one ant. And you put all the seeds, all them seeds together, and that made an army of ants. But it took one seed to make that tree of life that made trillions and trillions of seeds. All we need is one seed. One love. Then the second love. The third person that shared love. Start hanging out with them. Start pulling them in. Love each other. Use the free love that God gave you and make the light shine wider so we won't lose ourselves in the darkness. Each person will have their light shining. Their love will reflect the light. And we won't get lost. Because we have those friends that we shared and that we binded together to build love energy. Love armies. See, the army of love is stronger than any weapon in the world. Because you can shoot me. I can die, but I'll still have love. What will you have? A gun and in prison. Think about it all day. So what does love exactly mean for you? What does love mean for you? Well, I'll tell you what it means for you. Everlasting life. You ever heard that? Everlasting life. Love is what builds the everlasting life. You want love? You want that everlasting life in heaven? Do you believe today that you have enough love today to share, to have that everlasting love? To be in that celestial love of Jesus? To be next to God in a peaceful place where all souls have no worries and all love is spread. No hate is shown and no hate is there to be had. We can have heaven if you share your love. It's free, folks. Love is free. It's the one thing that I never have to worry about going and looking for. It's the one thing I don't have to worry about. Oh, next month they're going to come up with some more love. If you don't have it free will, you better start reading about it, boy. Because you better wake up. You cannot walk out your door without a little love. You had enough love to put on them clothes. You had enough love to open that door. And you had enough love to walk out that door and go to your car or go to your post office, go to the street or walk down the street, go to the clubs, go wherever. You had enough love to do that. Think about it, guys. Love is free. It's not something you tank up. Oh, I'm going to drink love. You can't drink love. You can't drive love. You can't build love. You can't, make a magical love. See, love is so simple. Simplicity. Without simplicity, you wouldn't understand the word love. Simplicity is one word that cannot be described in any other way but love. Love. So what I'm telling everybody is you got to love everyone's love, 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 love. No descriptions, no withouts, no, you don't have to have a contract. You don't say, but I love, but I don't want to love this. Or I love and I want to love, I don't want it with this. Love comes with everything. Everything and anything. To be accepted without another word describing what you have to do to be part of my love. Because that would mean God could come in and say, well, you didn't say all the love, so I can't give you all of the everlasting life that you are asking from me. How would you like if I didn't give you everlasting love? I just gave you part-time love. And you go down to Satan, because that's the only person that's going to be able to make sense about your type of love. Everlasting life becomes and starts with love. Love. It's real simple. Good night and have a good Sunday morning.